Hi everybody, and welcome to my video about the planet Venus. This is going to be kind of my planet astrology series that I'm doing on my channel. And today's topic is Venus as a planet. So we're not talking astronomy today. This is going to be strictly astrology. And Venus, I'm just gonna get into it. So Venus is the ruler of the signs Libra and Taurus. Libra is an air cardinal sign, Taurus is an earth fixed sign, so they don't necessarily have a ton in common, but because they're ruled by the same planet, they're gonna have a lot of qualities in common. So what is Venus in astrology? What does it represent? So Venus kind of represents like beauty, it represents charm, love, comfort, art, music, just anything that is art, pleasure. These are kind of Venus-like themes. And so these are kind of the themes. So Venetian people who are very much ruled by Venus are going to be very charming, very likable, very lovable, because Venus is the planet of love. It's also kind of the planet of friendship. They're going to be attractive. A lot of times they'll be artists or very interested in the arts and, music, all that stuff, have a good style. So on the flip side of that, people who have very low Venus influence on their chart, they might, be those people that they might just not be as interested in those things and whatnot. Having their style and making art and all that stuff. Even though I feel like everyone is an artist, like, underneath it all, but that's just me. So, Venus in our birth chart kind of represents, like, what are we attracted to, and it's the side of us, it's the side of us that kind of rules our friendships. What kind of friends do we like? What kind of people are we drawn to? And it's not necessarily like who are we sexually attracted to, because that would be Mars, but it's more about what kind of people do we find like attractive, and what is our approach to beauty and art. It also supposedly like rules our money as well. It's pleasure, it's what kind of like, see, the moon and Venus are pretty closely tied because, it's pleasure, it's food. They're gonna be talking to each other because the moon kind of informs Venus of, you like this makes you feel this certain way. So they are gonna kind of be talking to each other, but it's about, what kind of music do we like, but I feel like it's really the moon and Venus together are these themes. But Venus alone is gonna be, what kind of friendships are we attracted to? What side of us does our friendship bring? And Venus is kind of what it's a little bit of an unspoken energy that we put out in friendship, in relationships as well. Venus and Mars are gonna be our relationship planets, what we are attracted to in a partner, like, because we want to feel like our partner is attractive, right? And so Venus is kind of gonna determine like what are we attracted to. And yeah, it's this is kind of the basic. I'd love to like get more in depth about Venus and like learn more in depth myself, but this is base level, like Venus. You'll hear this everywhere, but yeah. And I think that having Venus like certain Venus placements are going to inform if you're going to be an artist, if you're going to be drawn to the art, like what kind of art are you going to be making as well. Like, for instance, people with a Scorpio Venus. Scorpio is a very intense, deep sign, so people with a Scorpio Venus are going to be creating very intense, deep work. And while someone with maybe like a Libra Venus or a Leo Venus is going to create maybe more like aesthetically pleasing but less like intense dark themes of work. Yeah, so it's just kind of like if we look at our Venus, like for instance, Doja Cat has like a Scorpio Venus, so her work is very because she's a Libra Sun and like Sagittarius Mars, her work is very like lighthearted and fun, but there is this kind of depth, like intensity to it. It's got a little bit of that in it, right? I think. And yeah, it's kind of, yeah, so Mars is going to be an interesting one to get into, but Venus is kind of our viewpoints on art, our values as well, what we value in other people, what we kind of see as an ideal for ourselves and for others. So for instance, if we have like a Virgo Venus, it's gonna be very a detail-oriented kind of sign, and it's gonna look more at the details of a partner and make sure that they're fit like a certain standard and be more kind of perfectionistic about themselves and their partner. Whereas Pisces Venus, which is the opposite of that, is gonna be really want to make sure that their partner makes them feel like a certain way, and really put the emphasis for themselves and their partner on like radical acceptance and radical love and like unconditional love and like things like that. And they're opposites, so they kind of do meet in the middle somewhere, but that's just kind of an example of that. It's our standards for ourselves and like a partner, and also it's just friendship, so it's like who we're attracted to when we're not even talking about a romantic relationship, when we're talking about what kind of people do we like to surround ourselves with. For instance, if you have like a Taurus Venus, you might like to surround yourself with people who are stable, loyal, hardworking, I don't know, like very chill, very calm people. This is kind of what you like vibe with for people. So yeah, it's kind of those things. And like there's a lot of Venus placements too that determine if someone's gonna be involved in the arts, like having a Venus sign ruled by that's ruled by Venus, like Taurus or Libra being a Venus sign, or Venus being in the 1st house or the 10th house. These kinds of things like kind of indicate, maybe even the 5th house, like they kind of indicate that someone's going to be involved in the arts. Say if it's in the 7th house, which is the house of like marriage and commitment and relationships, then the person with Venus in the 7th house might get married to someone who's an artist. So, or they might, you know, within their marriage, produce a lot of art and like say a lot of music, or, you know, sing a lot to their partner, stuff like that. So do you kind of get the gist, you know? Yeah, that's kind of what I have to say about Venus today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll link my Depop down below as always. I just sell some of my stuff on there, and I really appreciate any likes, any subscribers, comments. Like, I really appreciate it all. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.